Overwatch 2 is home to many different characters, each defined by a specific role. However, each character with their own unique playstyle and set of abilities. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing Baptiste and why I think he is arguably one of the best supports in the game. Now before we even get into anything, fellas, make sure you hit that sub button. We're almost at 1,000, that would be amazing. Gonna keep it a buck with you fellas, Baptiste over the past few days has been climbing up my support rankings. With Kiriko recently being nerfed, I think Baptiste right now is severely underplayed. And frankly, the more I'm playing Baptiste, the more I'm starting to realize that he's actually one of the best supports in the entire game. First things first, let's get into Baptiste's abilities. So first thing to start off with here is his biotic launcher. His primary fire is a 3-round burst hit scan machine gun, which is great for supporting kills and shooting down flying targets. His secondary fire, he has his biotic grenade, provides AoE healing around your teammates and also increased healing if you hit direct impacts. Next, moving into his left shift, aka regenerative burst, which gives a huge AoE heal to your teammates, which is instantaneous with additional heals over time. Not to mention this instant heal is doubled for allies less than half HP. Next, we have his immortality field. In this video, I'm going to be referring to it as Lamp. And this ability tosses a device that prevents allies from dying, however the lamp can be destroyed. Baptiste's ultimate is Amplification Matrix, and in this video I will be referring to it as Window. Anything that passes through the window is amplified. That includes damage by ×2 and also healing projectiles by ×2. The last part of Baptiste's kit is his exo boots, so when you crouch with Baptiste, you have the ability to charge up your jump and go higher. Next, let's move into the playstyle of Baptiste. Baptiste tends to play behind his team. At a typical DPS distance, I would say staying behind your tank and utilizing the high grounds. I can't stress enough how important it is to actually utilize high grounds when playing Baptiste, because that's what makes him very strong. Baptiste is a character that should be very slippery. You should always be in the air, always moving, and always being able to dodge abilities. By doing this, you have great survivability with your exo boots while also pumping out immaculate heals. His regenerative burst, so that's his left shift, gives instantaneous heals to your teammates, and honestly, this ability is extremely broken. Like, it's extremely broken. If any of your teammates ever get low, you just press left shift and they instantly gain like a ton of HP, and it's so strong, honestly. Not only does this give Baptiste great survivability, but also the team around you. In combination with his lamp, it should be very hard for the enemy team to actually kill your allies. On top of all this, he has his exo boots, which gives Baptiste crazy solo survivability. Just these 3 abilities alone makes Baptiste extremely strong. It makes him very survivable and also healing your teammates up to full HP whenever possible. A few tips with Baptiste is always prioritize healing rather than DPSing. Obviously, very important that you're keeping your team up rather than just hitting the enemy tank and DPSing, right? You need to make sure you're keeping your team alive at all times. However, with that being said, target priority is critical on Baptiste. You have to know who to heal, when to heal them, when to use your lamp, when to use your left shift. Your abilities are very, very long cooldowns. Your left shift is 15 seconds, so that's your insta heal, and then your lamp is 25. So your cooldown utilization on Baptiste it has to be immaculate. Like, it has to be very, very good. If you can understand this concept and when to use his abilities correctly, he's very strong. Like, he probably has some of the best abilities in the entire game. With that being said, I do think Baptiste has one of the best kit designs in the entire game. His kit just flows very smoothly once you learn how to play him and utilize him correctly. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is Window. To be honest, Window is a strong support ultimate. I wouldn't rate it as the best, but it definitely is up there. As I was saying before, this provides double damage for your teammates and also healing that passes through it. So the best way to use this is definitely just placing it right next to you and your teammates whenever there's a big group fight going on. This is a time when you should be DPSing as Baptiste if your team is already full HP, because you are going to be doing a ton of damage through the window. I'm sure we've all had it in our game where you just hear, light them up, and the Baptiste just absolutely farms your entire team.
But Halzeey, just move out of the way when Baptiste uses his window. That's how you avoid it.
Bro, I'm not taking your gold advice right now. If you have good timing on the ability, it can be very, very strong, especially if the enemy team starts to funnel into you. Now, in my personal opinion, I think Baptiste is extremely overpowered. Honestly, he's not being played enough for how good he is. To be honest, I think people are just too caught up with Kiriko and that she's a new character and, you know, she has a really OP ultimate, but I frankly think Baptiste is kind of on the same level with her right now. Think about it. Baptiste gives out immaculate heals. His left shift is extremely broken. He has immortality, just like Kiriko does. His ultimate is very strong. He has very good mobility, very good survivability. Honestly, what more could you want from a support? I would say some of his main weaknesses definitely are dive comps. Like, I found myself getting harassed by Genjis and Tracers quite a bit, and also Winstons. But other than that, if they don't have anything that can get on you, he's so strong and you can just sit there and pocket your tank forever. So I'm going to try something new in this video. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a grading system for Baptiste himself. So there's going to be 3 categories to this grading system. So there's going to be survivability / mobility. I put those in the same category because basically if you're immobile, your survivability is probably not that good anyways. Another category I have is healing output. I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. The amount of heals that he can put out comparative to other healers, excuse me, supports in the game. And last we have damage output, how much damage the support can realistically put out while still maintaining immaculate heals. How this is going to work is each category is going to get a score out of 5, and I'm going to compile them all together at the end and give them a overall grading. So starting off with survivability and mobility, I'm going to be giving Baptiste a 4 out of 5 stars. I don't think he has the same mobility opposed to someone like a Lucio or a Mercy, but his mobility is definitely up there. His survivability is definitely up there. Combination of the support passive, his left shift, his immortality, his right click doing a ton of heals as well. His survivability is very, very strong. Next, we have his healing output. I'm going to be giving Baptiste a 4.5 out of 5 stars. To be honest, anyone that's not a flyer, Baptiste can heal very, very well. But the only reason I'm not giving him a 5 out of 5 is because he can't heal flyers very well. And last, we have damage output. Compared to other supports, I think Baptiste 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think there's other supports in the game that do a tad bit more damage, such as Ana or Zenyatta, or frankly, even Moira. But overall, I do think his damage output is very, very strong, and against flyers, Baptiste is a very good pick. So with that being said, I'm going to be giving Baptiste an overall grade rating of S. It's not going to be an S+, but I definitely do think Baptiste is an S tier hero. He's very, very strong. Honestly, if you don't agree with me, I would like to hear why down below in the comments, but I think I made a pretty solid argument as to why he's S tier. To be honest, I just think he's extremely underplayed right now, and more people need to play him. People need to stop playing Kiriko and start playing Baptiste. Now listen, I just want to make a disclaimer. I know how you guys act in the YouTube comments. Like, I know how you act.
Kiriko and Ana, they're S tier on the top 500 support list.
Like, I don't know if they actually are, but to be honest, in my personal opinion, I think for low elo, bronze to platinum, Baptiste, start playing this character, guys. Start playing this character, you'll actually start to climb. I see a lot of you in the comment section that are like, oh, I can't climb on support. Well, if you want to climb on support, play Baptiste. I'm telling you, you'll start to gain elo, you'll start to gain more wins. He's very, very, very strong. He has huge solo carry potential. His immortality, you don't even have to put yourself in danger to use. His left shift instantly heals your teammates, and when they're running in being bots all the time in low elo, you're gonna need to heal them quite a bit. Not to mention either his DPS is absolutely out of this world. Like, he has everything you need to solo carry as support. Please just start playing him, guys. Anyways, let me know what you think down below in the comments. My name is Halzeey. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.